So sometimes it rains in Kenya. 2 times a year, actually, they have a rainy season. And mostly the rain falls down into the ground. Sometimes it comes into rivers like this one. And then water can be taken from the river. But the river is used for lots of different things, from cleaning motorbikes to bathing to taking water to drink. And this water isn't clean enough for safe use. What can we do about that? Well, water does go right the way down into the ground, and then there's plenty of clean water way down. That's the good news. We can drill boreholes and reach that clean water. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
We are fine.
What school is this?
Waganga Primary School.
We get water from the nearby stream, which is 7 kilometers away.
And is the water in the stream clean?
Water is not clean.
So what happens when the children take the water from the stream? Do they stay well? Do they get ill?
Normally, we see evidence of waterborne diseases taking toll on their life.
And the diseases are like what kinds of diseases?
Cholera, dysentery, typhoid, among other waterborne diseases.
From?
We get water from River Nyaido, 7 kilometers away from here.
7 kilometers away from you. And how do you bring the water back here?
We carry with small jerry cans and some buckets.
Okay. Tell me, who are you?
I'm George, the head teacher of this Opala Primary School.
Excellent, George. And where do your children get their water from at the moment?
My children get water outside the school, about 200 meters away from a shallow pond.
From a shallow pan?
Yes, a pan.
So that doesn't sound very good. Is the water there clean?
No, the water is not clean, it is contaminated, and the pond itself is unprotected.
But what other choices do you have?
We normally get water from the rains, when it rains, but that one comes only once a year maybe.
Once a year, maybe twice a year, and then you collect it in guttering like this?
Yeah, we gutter.
So then you have water for a little while.
We have
So
water.
what difference, George, will having a borehole, if you have one here, what difference will that make to the school and the children in it?
Okay, it will increase the health of our children because the children will not suffer from waterborne diseases. Again, we shall have more children coming to school because they like the school. Since there is water, our classes will also be clean. We shall also use the clean water for cooking.
For cooking as well?
Yes.
And will you share the water with the local community if it's a borehole and there's plenty of it?
We will, because if it is enough, we can have it shared with the local community. They lack water.
I am tired of this water. It is contaminated. I cannot take it. It will contaminate my head.
So tell me, who are you?
I'm Peter Otete, the head teacher of the school,
And the name of the school again is?
Ojeda Primary School.
Thank you, Peter. How many children do you have here?
I have a total of 452,
And from what age to what age?
from age 3 to age 16.
3 to 16?
Yeah, that is ECD is inclusive.
Early childhood development included?
Yeah.
Very good. And where do you get water from at the moment?
We have got 3 sources. There is a river, which is a seasonal one, and there is a dam between the hills there.
And the third?
The third, we have got a tank, which is of a capacity of 5,000 liters,
5,000 litres.
which is not enough.
How long does 5,000 litres last?
This one can last for 2 days because we are having a lunch program in the school.
Right, so you use water for food,
Yeah.
to supply food as well. And the river that you mentioned, is the water there clean?
That water is not clean, especially the ones we are collecting from the river and from the dam.
And so the dam also is a problem.
Yeah.
So when it's the rainy season, you collect water in the tank and you have water for a few days.
Yes.
But a few days after the rain stops, then you have to go to the river or the dam.
Correct.
And what health problems do you have here at the school?
The problem is, dirty water always infect our people.
So sometimes they get ill.
Seriously. They get dysentery.
Dysentery, yes.
Typhoid. Bilharzia.
Right. Bilharzia.
Intestinal worms.
Intestinal worms.
Yeah. Because when the child is sick, she or he needs to go to the hospital. By that time, she or she is not covering the syllabus.
So when they're sick, they can't study.
Yeah.
When they're sick, they can't concentrate. It's harder for them.
Correct.
When they get sick, how far away is the hospital?
It is about 1 kilometer.
About 1 kilometer, so quite close.
Yeah.
But the roads, we experienced here, the roads are very difficult.
But this one is also just a dispensary.
It's just a dispensary.
It doesn't have all the drugs that are
So it's not what we think of as a hospital in Britain.
Yeah, hospital is far away.
Yeah.
But this one is just a dispensary.
The dispensary is really nearby. We saw the dispensary.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So you imagine that with clean water here, the children will be healthy.
Correct.
They won't get ill. They won't die.
Yeah.
And the academic performance will go up. Will you be able to share, if there's plenty of water, will you share it? The teachers will get clean water as well.
Correct.
And what about the local community?
We shall give them. We want to improve even the health of the community.
Okay, about how many people are in the community?
About 2,080.
About 2,080, thank you. Thanks, Emma, about 2,080. So it could have a big impact.
We are coming from Ojenda Primary School. Our main problem is water. We want clean water. Thank you.
So John, thank you for having us here at Maguye School.
Very glad to welcome you here also.
How many children have you got here?
I have 300.
Where do they get water from?
The water, we send them during break time to go and beg from the neighboring homes in the community.
And that's because you've got no supply of water here?
We do not have any water source in the school compound here.
And having to borrow water and take it from different sources, how does that affect health and how does that affect performance?
It is cumbersome to the teachers who are sending those pupils because the parents feel unhappy with the teachers wasting their children's time. And also it is harmful to the pupils we are sending because when we send them during break time, they are spending much time outside and missing lessons. So this one eventually impact negatively on their performance.
And what about their health?
Their health also is seriously affected because the waters they beg from the neighboring homes community are from wells which are unprotected, and we've had very many cases of waterborne diseases like dysentery, cholera, and sometimes typhoid is common case in the school. We have had such cases.
I'm sorry to hear that, and that's when they get it from open, unprotected, shallow, hand-dug wells. If and when you have a borehole here for the school, what difference will that make?
There will be a very big difference, especially health-wise. Cases of waterborne diseases will be minimal or completely eradicated, and performance will be enhanced because pupils will no longer waste time to go and fetch water from the neighboring homes.
Very good. And if you had one thing to say to people back in a developed country like England, who are thinking of supporting a borehole here,
they should get
what
ahead.
would you say?
The situation in Africa is pathetic because this school like where I am, we are being referred to as third world countries. And we have such perennial problems of accessing clean water, which later on led to cases of diseases, leading to death and much suffering, and then everything compound to poverty, and really, especially with the children. So I would encourage them to extend a hand to projects like this one so that Africa, or these schools in Africa can come out of such quagmire.
We are coming from Ojenda Primary School. Our main problem is water. We want clean water. Thank you.